Hey there, welcome back. In this video, we're going to tackle a calculated field using a logical function. And I promised I'd do this in class today, and then I forgot. So here we go. What I'd like is, besides just having quarters, I'd like to have seasons: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So I'm just going to right-click anywhere in my data tab and go to create calculated field. And I'm going to call this one season. So I'm going to use an if-then statement modified with another phrase called else if, which means I'm not done yet. But this is how it works. So so I start typing if and it pops up, I hit tab. And then if month, so if the month, hashtag month, equals 1, or month equals 2, or month equals 3, then winter. And I need to put winter in quotes so that it just knows that it's text that should be displayed exactly as is. But then if it's not winter, maybe it's months 4, 5, and 6, it'll be spring. So I'm going to say else if, which means I want to add another condition to that. So maybe month is 4, or month is 5, or month is 6. Then we'll call it spring. Else if month is 7, 8, or 9, right? 7, or month is 8, or month is 9, then summer. But then if it's 10, 11, or 12, it's autumn. I don't need to enter that this time because everything else not included is autumn. The end. Don't forget end. Now we've got season. So how I might use season would be to take date into columns, and then let's get date and month. Yep, or year and month. And then let's take some variable like recreation visits, and then let's put it in a column chart that we flip on its side. Well, this is a lot of information because that's our seasonal pattern going all the way back to 1979, which is maybe a little bit more than we need. But bear with me here. Let's just filter on date. And we're going to filter here on years. And I just want 2023. There we go. Let's show this so whoever's playing with this chart can adjust it if they want, but let's show it and adjust it so that we've got multiple values from a drop down. So it's really tidy. I'm going to let it take up the entire view. There we go. And now I've got month and year for total visitation for all parks. Well, let's use season. I promised season. Let's take season and drop it into color. So now I quickly can get a sense of what's winter, what's spring, what's summer, and what's autumn. Let's adjust our colors here. What do you think? Winter can be blue. Summer can be brown. Spring can be green. And autumn can be orange. I don't know. Let's just see how that goes. We can always change it later. But now our seasonal colors kind of reflect the season. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm totally happy with that, but that's okay. Now you know how to change the colors specifically. Great. So now we've got visitation by month and specifically season. But I kind of want to expand on this because how I think I might want to use this data would be with through a travel lens, right? Like I want to go to a national park, or I think about visiting a national park, and I think about what could I do there? You know, would I go backpacking? Would I stay in a tent? Would there be like a concession or lodging, like a cute lodge maintained by some small boutique business, right? I don't know. So I'm going to grab park name, and I'm going to slide it right in front of sum of recreation visits. Forget about entire view. Let's go back to just fit width. And then I can adjust these and make them a little bit taller. I can remove recreation visits. I don't need to see that. And then I think we need independent axes. So let's click here and allow independent axes. Great. So now I've got year and season, and I can see what people are doing or what visitation looks like to each of these parks, you know, by month and year. I don't need month. I don't need park name. But now I said I don't need month. Hide field labels for columns, great. Don't need month, don't need park name because I've got dates here. Let's just rotate these. Rotate label, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so now I've got showing seasons, but I also can sort of see it by park. And I'm gonna do one more thing. Let's take one of these variables like region, or we could go state. Let's do region. Let's do state. Region, state, region, state, region, state. I'll do one, you can play with the other, but let's drag region in here. Let's filter on region. We'll bring them all. We'll say okay. We will show the filter. We will multiple values from a drop down, so it takes up not a lot of room. But now we're thinking, okay, if we're planning a trip, you know, national parks, I'm not going to want to head to New England, right? It's spring break. So I'm going to filter this so I can just look at Pacific West. So now here are the parks in the Pacific West, and I can see, oh yeah, when is my spring break? It's, you know, in March. Now I can see, oh yeah, where are people going? Channel Islands, Death Valley. And I have got my colors added to show seasons. Haleakala, Hawaii volcanoes, Joshua Tree, Kings Canyon. Kings Canyon, not so popular, but Joshua Tree in March makes me feel like going on a vacation. All right, we're gonna call these parks and seasons. And there's our season variable in use. All right. Happy visualizing, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll tackle parameters.